Hello, my name is Jake. Now let's talk music. So let's talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, for the first time ever, Travis Scott decided that he was gonna put Days Before Rodeo on all streaming platforms. Now, before this, there were you could listen to it on YouTube and there were other ways, but it wasn't on streaming platforms like Spotify, SoundCloud. Well, there might have been leaks on SoundCloud, Pandora, Apple Music, whatever streaming platform you use. So, August 23rd, he released Days Before Radio onto streaming platforms. And it was getting so much attention. And what happened was, at the same date, Sabrina Carpenter released her album. I think it's called Short and Sweet. Um, but then for that week, they were they recorded the sales of each album. And what happened was on the 29th, Travis Scott was ahead by 8,000 copies. And they were saying, "Oh, we need to do a official recount." And what happened was, during that recount, Sabrina Carpenter all of a sudden was in the lead by 600 copies. Like, how is it that Travis Scott sold no other copies, any, but Sabrina Carpenter in this time sold nearly 9,000 copies? How did they just lose the 9,000 copies and have to recount? That just doesn't make sense. And there are pictures on X showing what happened. They had the official count at the time where Travis Scott was ahead by 8,000 and Sabrina Carpenter was behind. But then when the official recount happened, you see just he sold no more albums, no more copies, no more streams, but Sabrina Carpenter sells this 9,000 copies out of nowhere. But what they said it was, since she had put on different deluxes and different ways to get the album, they forgot to include those into the count, which most of the time they don't count. They don't count those. But this time they were like, "Oh, since she had these, we're gonna include them." If that's the case, why not do that with every single other count? Why do it this one time? That just doesn't make sense. Even people in the music industry said that he got robbed. Like DJ Scheme, he literally posted on X word for word, "Welcome to the music industry, dot dot dot. Travis was robbed of that number one." And he was. But this wasn't the first time that he got robbed. Last year, during the Grammys, he got robbed for Album of the Year, Rap Album of the Year. Killer Mike with Michael won the album, Rap Album of the Year, and won two other awards. Michael was amazing, don't get me wrong. At at a point, I said that Michael was better than Utopia. And as they have aged, I was wrong. Scientists and Engineers is an amazing song off of the album, and Exit 9 for Michael. But other than those two, I don't see any other song showing up in my playlist. Literally, those two songs are it. And you just sit there and think, like, that won 3 Grammys that year when Utopia had an amazing selling point. I forget how many copies it was exactly, but it was, I think it was the most sold album of that year. and it was one of the most popular albums of that year. And you waited like it was either 4 or 5 years since Astroworld to get that, and everyone loved it. Yet it still loses. Not even then. Also in the 2019 Grammys, Travis Scott was robbed of album of the year, rap album of the year again. Well, not again. This was the first time. First time it happened. He lost to Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B. That album was not good. It had a couple of hits which carried it, which it was the first ever rap album to have all of its songs be at least platinum. That album wasn't good, but it won album rap album of the year just based on sales. Astroworld is 10 times better, has so much more quality, but because of sales and how good it was on social media and across different platforms, they decided that Invasion of Privacy was better. It wasn't. It wasn't. Astroworld is so much better than that. And there are 8 other times that he has been nominated for a Grammy and he still lost. It's just, it seems like the music industry hates Travis Scott. And it's really happened ever since the accident at his concert, which that was bad, but that doesn't mean you just mis honestly mistreat his work. I know that was a bad accident, but his music is still amazing and some of the best music of this of the 2010s. I mean, you have Rodeo, even days before Rodeo. You have Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. You have Astroworld. Like, those are 4 amazing albums during that time period. Yet, you still sell him on multiple ways in the Grammys and on the charts. I I don't know how they can keep getting away with this, but they keep getting away with it. And it just sucks. But one thing that we did get out of this, he tweeted on X after he got sold that he's officially in album mode. So probably not this year and probably not until middle of next year. Summer of 2025, we might be seeing a Travis Scott album. Another one, which I ain't complaining. I I want that album. I don't know what it's gonna be like or what it's gonna be about, but it's Travis Scott. It's gonna be amazing. So thank you for watching. Just wanted to say, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to stay up to date on all of my videos. I have another video that I recorded before this, like the intro to it, but it might not come out for a couple of days. It's gonna be pretty good. And tell me what you think down in the comments. Is he getting sold out by the music industry? Or do you think it's just a coincidence? And yeah, peace.